Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Bernie here, giving you yet another video here on the channel, giving you the latest NBA news and rumors and also basketball opinions. And today, guys, we actually have a very interesting story to come out of Brooklyn, and that is, of course, that Steve Nash is going to be officially the head coach of both Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving in the next upcoming season. But before we continue talking about Steve Nash and what he could bring and what he could not bring, please remember to hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button to make sure that our videos get pushed out to you guys, and also make sure that a lot of more other people can see our content. Like I said, we are closely approaching 1,000 subscribers. If you guys can help me push out these videos, push out subscribers, that would be awesome. But nevertheless, let's get down to this story. So it's obviously been reported by Sham, it's been reported by Wojnarowski that Steve Nash is going to be the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. As we go on to read the story from Mark Stein and the New York Times, the Brooklyn Nets have hired Steve Nash as their next head coach on a 4-year contract. Now, when Steve Nash has worked before previously as a Golden State consultant and is retired from the NBA, but also was more of an analyst for TNT and their soccer program, especially with the Champions League. And it's, a lot of people are kind of questioning the move, right? Because Steve Nash, obviously one of the greatest players to play the point guard position. The way that he was able to orchestrate the offense for those Phoenix Suns teams was super fun. But nevertheless, like I said, limited coaching experience besides being an analyst, or I should say a consultant for the Golden State Warriors. And this led to a lot of people questioning, because Jacque Vaughn, before I deleted this video, I was going to talk about the coaching carousel and how I think that Jacque Vaughn should actually be going to the New Orleans Pelicans to become the head coach of that team. But nevertheless, Steve Nash is going to be the head coach, and Jacque Vaughn is actually going to be staying on with the Brooklyn Nets as one of the highest paid assistants in the league, which I think might be a smart move for Jacque Vaughn. I think if I'm Jacque Vaughn, I would rather be on a team where I have guys like Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving who could potentially carry me. Not carry him himself, but could coach them to an NBA Finals, rather than be the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets and kind of have a Tyronn Lue situation like I talked about in my video. I don't know why I keep referencing a video I deleted, but that stress, the heart attack, or not a heart attack, but definitely a lot of stress, which led him to be away from the team. And I think Jacque Vaughn, if he had to be a coach, I would have him be with the Pelicans. I think a young team with a young coach would be a lot of fun, but not only a lot of fun, but I think he would also provide the energy and the desire, because Alvin Gentry right now is not, I don't feel like he's getting through to the young players, and I think a young coach like Jacque Vaughn would actually be a perfect opportunity for him to step up in that role of being a young coach and trying to get them to actually play to their potential, which we know that the Pelicans have with those Lakers young core. I know I keep referring them to the Lakers young core, but it is what it is. And then you have Zion Williamson as well. I just think that he would have been a better fit there, but if you can't get that, you might as well just be the top paid assistant in the league. Don't have to deal with the scrutiny that Steve Nash has to, because Steve Nash now is in a position of, okay, now you're going to be criticized for how your coaching style is. Is he one of the success to why Golden State was so successful back in the day when he was a consultant for them? He might be. I mean, we haven't really seen, we watch the videos, we see him training with the young players that are up and coming in these next future drafts. We've also seen him kind of in videos, but we'll see where it goes from here. I'm very curious to see how Steve Nash's offense is going to be. Is it going to be more like D'Antoni? Are we going to see more, pace and space? Are we actually going to see them develop something different? Because, if he's a lot more involved in that Golden State role as a consultant, then I think that the Brooklyn Nets have a great coach in their hands and could potentially be a kind of interesting coach combo with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Because we also have to remember that I know a lot of people are going to be upset by the hire of Steve Nash, but we also got to remember guys like Mark Jackson and Steve Kerr also didn't have prior coaching experience, but look how they ended up coaching and developing these teams. It's unfortunate to me, in my opinion, that Mark Jackson hasn't had another opportunity in the league. I know he said some controversial stuff that we won't repeat here on this channel, but I just think that at some point, it's time to give people second chances. I know that I'm that believer in second chances. If you've done something wrong, make sure that you're able to provide a second chance. But nevertheless, Steve Nash, NBA head coach, who would have thought in 2020? Who would have thought in going into the future that Steve Nash would be a head coach? I know he's actually a really good trainer, and I watch his videos and kind of follow his stuff as a head coach myself, and also wanting to be a trainer in terms of training our players and kind of looking at everybody's kind of situation and stuff that's going on. But nevertheless, this is going to be an interesting developing story as Steve Nash is officially the head coach, and I want to know your guys' opinion on the Steve Nash hire. Is it a great move? Is it a smart move? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you didn't want Steve Nash to be the head coach, who would you have rather had to be the head coach? Would you rather had Mark Jackson, Ty Lue? And that's another person we'll talk about, but let's just talk about this first in the first part of the coaching carousel. Officially, the Brooklyn Nets have hired Steve Nash, with Jacque Vaughn being one of the top assistants paid-wise, and also the top assistant for the Brooklyn Nets. But anyway, guys, my name is Bernie, here on The Charge, giving the latest NBA news and rumors and also basketball opinions. You guys, please remember to hit that like button. Also remember to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.